This is going to sound kind of weird, but something I miss is TV. And I don't mean like TV is gone or anything. Obviously, it's still there. But I miss like the TV culture, I guess you'd call it. The time before we had so much streaming. Because before it was like you had people on the internet, and they would make their videos, and you could watch those anytime. But they were just like random people at home doing their videos. It wasn't high production value or anything. And then you had stuff on TV that was like high production value. And if you really like something, maybe you could buy a DVD of it and then you could watch that anytime. But now, like, everyone's got streaming services of some sort now, and, they can watch a lot of things at any time now, pretty much. And, yeah, I get that it's, like, objectively better for convenience and everything. But, I feel, I kind of feel like it was better with TV in a way, in ways that aren't really talked about much, or maybe ways that are just nonsense, but I don't know, just hear me out, because with TV, you had a certain number of channels. You had, the channels would play specific shows on a schedule, and that was about it. There were like little TV traditions, like, oh, well, Channel Nine's gonna play this special near Christmas time or whatever, or oh, this channel's gonna stream the Macy's Day Parade, which they still do today, actually. But they all still do it, not just the Macy's Day Parade, but they all still play the specials and all that. But they're not, people aren't really too constrained to it, so they feel real. They don't really feel a need to actually watch it in a lot of cases. I'm not saying people have to be forced to participate in traditions, but just feels like streaming's really separated us. You know what I mean? Like sometimes streaming will have a show that's really popular and everyone will want to watch it, and that's what everyone's going to talk about for a while. But it feels weird to have it all. I don't know what the word would be, but all grouped up in that one show, or maybe two shows. And then on top of that, you have to pay more for it, right? And we did have cable. Cable you also had to pay for, but I didn't have cable, so maybe this experience really is just unique to me. But I really like the old days when I would like to watch certain things on the schedule. Every Friday, I'd like to have all my work done by 9 so I could watch 2020. They always do some mystery or some like crime case, and it was really interesting. I'd like doing that every Friday. And it was kind of like it encouraged me to schedule in a way, cuz I wanted to watch 2020. I had to get all my stuff done and I had to watch it at the time it was going to be broadcast. I mean, maybe I could have recorded it, but it just wasn't the same. I like to catch it live. It felt more, I don't know how you call it, not suspenseful, because it's not like I was part of the case or anything, but it just felt more, I don't know, maybe it is just a me thing, but I really liked it, and makes me feel like maybe other people might have benefited from it. Makes me feel like maybe TV, when it was still, as commonly used as it is, makes me feel like it might have been part of helping people learn to schedule in a really subtle way. And maybe that's baloney, but that's what I believe. I believe TV might have subtly helped us to learn to schedule and get things done if we really liked a show and wanted to watch it. And on top of that, I like the kind of unity with the culture, because I mean, while people, I get people still kind of have some sort of unity, but it's not like it's not like with streaming where you can actively, cut out so much. Like you can just watch one show and have a streaming service. But with TV, if it's TV time, if you want to watch something, you know, maybe something you didn't really want to watch was the only thing on. So maybe you just flipped around channels and you found something else that was at the time slot. And maybe you found something new, something you wouldn't ordinarily watch, but because it was on, you watched it. And it felt like because most of the people around would have similar channels. It seems like a another subtle way to like kind of unify the culture, I guess you could say. And I just kind of miss that. I don't know what it is about streaming, but I just don't feel it's the same way. I mean, sure we have like shows that are great on streaming sometimes, but I don't know, something about them just doesn't hit the same way. Maybe it's because it feels forced. Maybe because now it feels kind of like a peer pressure thing more than you just finding it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking a bunch of baloney. But yeah, that's about it. I kind of miss TV. Kind of miss the way it helped you schedule. Kind of miss the little unity you had with other people around you. Maybe people in class watched the same thing you were gonna watch, or your family would all get together to watch the new Christmas special on TV, and everyone would try to get their work done, get ready, and they were very pleasant memories. Maybe I'm just tying those memories to the TV itself rather than realizing, maybe it was just the times were better back then, and I'm attributing them to TV. But yeah, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. If you think I'm talking baloney, if you think I'm onto something, if you miss TV too, or at least how common it was, or whatever. And I don't know. That's about it. Goodbye.